Guys and gals, I'm back on the 62 Classic this afternoon. Missed my chance for a Rambler Club tour yesterday. I've been having a problem that I thought was solved, but I evidently wasn't solved. And I was a little squeamish about filling the gas tank for the first time and heading out yesterday on would have been about a 350-mile round trip. I've been carrying like 4 gallons in the tank because the first time I put the tank in, I had a leak through the sender O-ring here, and I dropped the tank. I got the correct O-ring. It's an O-ring with square shoulders, and put the tank back in, and I still had a leak at the fuel sender. So I had been carrying about 4 or 5 gallons in the tank, and of course the fuel level was down below the seam there, and no leak. But I knew I had to fill the tank for the trip yesterday, so I backed out of the trip. And this morning I took a little Sunday drive and then decided to put 10 gallons in the tank. Tank's been resealed and got it from an AMC vendor, and put a new fuel sender in it. And so this morning after I fueled it, wasn't 2 or 3 minutes later, I started smelling gas, and I pulled back into the house here, and sure enough it's leaking through the fuel sender again. So I dropped the tank this afternoon, and I could see where I had wrinkled the little square-shouldered O-ring. I removed the fuel sender, and I could see where I had wrinkled that O-ring. So I bedded the O-ring in a little seam of Permatrex Moto Seal. This is the only sealer that I had that was not, with no caution on it about exposure to oil and grease. So I did that maybe half hour ago. I'm going to give it another couple hours to set up, and then I'm going to actually test it with fuel and see if I've cured the leak before I go to the trouble of putting the tank back in. So I'll catch you again a little later this afternoon, and we'll do the test. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, been about 3 hours since I put the fuel sender back in there with the ring and the sealant. So what we want to do now, I've got about a gallon of fuel.